Hi guys, today's video is going to be my foundation routine, and I have acne prone skin, I have spots, I have hyperpigmentation, I have scarring, and this video is going to be about how I cover that up and get like a flawless look on my face so that you can't see what's underneath it. And so if you're interested in that, then this is a video for you, and continue watching. So yeah, I'll see you with no makeup on. So let's jump into it. The first thing I'm going to do is take my primer, and it's not a real primer, but I use the Yonka Normal to Oily Skin Protective and Vitalising Cream with Botanical Oils. That's what it says. Basically it's like a really light moisturiser, and I use this as my primer. So I'm just going to pop a little bit on my hand, not much at all, just a little smidgen, and I'm just going to put it over my skin where I get kind of dry patches and I need it for my foundation that I'm going to put on. So just put it all over my skin, pat it in my chin because I don't want my chin to get too oily, and my forehead. So there we go. The next thing I'm going to do is take my setting spray, and it is the Urban Decay The Slick Oil Control Spray. And I use this because I have oily skin, so I'm just going to put a few pumps on. I don't put a lot of this on because I feel I don't really need it when it comes into the colder months, because it's getting colder here, because we're about to come into autumn or fall if you're in America. So that dries in really, really quickly. My foundation is the Silk Cream foundation from Laura Mercier, and I just put a little bit of this on. Actually, I'm going to shake it up because I forgot to shake it there, which is a bit crazy because you have to shake this. I think it's kind of water based a little bit, but if you don't, it comes out really watery. On my fingers, shift it over, so I've just put this on, and it's going to do my full face, and it's probably too much. So I'm just going to pat it here and blend it in with my fingers. I don't use a brush for this, I just blend it in with my fingers. This camera is making me look really, really white, like a ghost. It always does that, it's annoying. So I've got some spots here, and as you can see I've just like covered that up with my foundation. This gives a medium to full coverage. If you can hear any footprints in the background, it's my dogs. They're walking about. They were barking earlier, but they're walking about now. So I just put it over my nose and blend that out. As I said, you can build this foundation up. I like always put it on my... pretty much covered that up, but there are, if you can see, still some little spots here, and this little spot here is just lightly covered, not covered that well. As you can see, I have really, really bad dark circles under my eyes, and so I use a separate under eye concealer, which is actually a foundation. It is by Kevin Aucoin, and it's the Sensual Skin Enhancer, and I just got this like the other day. I've been wanting it for quite a long time. So this is what it looks like, and I literally take the tiniest little scraping off the top and just put it in a little V and just pat it in, pat it, pat it, pat it. This can take quite a while to pat in because it is so thick and creamy, and if you use this, like if you were going to use this as a foundation, I would definitely use it with a moisturiser and just blend it in, mix it in on your hand, and then apply it to your skin. But yeah, so that is one eye done. Now, as you can see, I have really big white bits now under my eyes, but don't worry about that because I'm going to sort it out. So the next thing I do is I'm just going to conceal all the blemishes that I have over my face, and I'm going to use the MAC Select Cover Up Concealer. And I used to use MAC Studio Finish, but I actually find this one better because it's a liquid, and the MAC Studio Finish is just like kind of like in a paint pot, and it's very drying, and I find it very cakey. And so this one you can build up, which I pretty like. I'm just going to put a little smidgen on my hand, and can you even see that? Like, it's right there. I just put a little tiny dot because it comes on really, really nicely. So I'm just going to pat it around my chin where I have some scarring because I want to cover it up. Sorry, I'm singing. I'm going to actually cut that bit because I don't. Yeah, it's embarrassing. So I'm just going to keep patting it on. And here, just because I have hyperpigmentation. I totally sing when I'm like doing this and I'm talking through it. It's embarrassing. And I got one here and up here. Let's get a little bit up here. And I've covered that up. And the big one here. And this is like a spot around hyperpigmentation, so it's really annoying. And I got to cover it up. So oh, there's a dog. Hi, Jet. It's my brow. So once I've done that, the next thing I am going to do is my powder. And the powder I use is Max Mirrorlize foundation powder. And so I'm just going to pop a little bit on the lid, and there's actually a little bit on the lid, as you can see. Just put a bit more, tap it. I'm a Bare Minerals girl, so yeah. I used to use Bare Minerals, but I ran out of that, and I bought this one, and it's in my mini MAC haul. So I'm just going to pat it on my nose, and a little bit under my eyes. And if you're wondering, the brush I'm using is from Real Techniques, and it's one of their powder brushes. I just absolutely love their brushes. They're so soft and so nice. And they're not that expensive, which is pretty good. And a bit my forehead. There we go. So, once I've done that, I am going to do my eyebrows, and I use the HD Brow Kit, and I use warm brown and ash brown. I use a mixture of them because I don't want to go for the really dark one. So if I can just show you, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to use these two, and I mix them up just to get my colour. I'm not going to use the dark one, otherwise I just look strange with really dark eyebrows. So just gently filling in this part and round. So that's that one and this one. I always be really gentle here because I don't want to make it too like straight edge and things like that. It makes you look weird. Personally, I think. Or me. Maybe just me because I can't do it properly. So that is the eyebrows. Are very simple. I don't do much else with that. The next thing I'm going to do is my eyes. Now, from a day-to-day basis, this is actually turning into like a full makeup routine. Yeah, day to day, I don't wear a lot on my eyes, like eyeshadow wise. I don't have a lot of time, and I just feel like it's a waste sometimes because I'm not going out in public and things like that, or I'm just going in the car, I'm going into work, I'm going into the office, and so I don't tend to do a lot. So I normally just put my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly across my eyelids, which I'm going to do just now, and it is just a nude colour. So I just put a little bit of this over my eyes, and it's like a kind of base and primer as well if you were going to put eyeshadows on, and it just looks like my flesh, because my eyes look really dark in the morning anyway. So I'm just popping this over. There we go. Put a little bit more there. And yeah, it's my favourite because it's just such a plain nude colour. Yeah, and so the only thing I do after that is I just line my upper lash line with my Max Molder eyeliner, and so I'm just going to put that on. And just my lower waterline and my upper waterline at the corners, and then just do my other eye. Lower waterline. And so that's all I do there. And I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. And so, yep, then I'm just going to apply my mascara, which is Maybelline's The Falsies, and this was given to me by a friend for my birthday because she knew I wanted to try it, and I've tried it and I absolutely love it. And I love like the wand, it's absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to take that a little bit off and just put my mascara on. I think it's one of those things that you can't put mascara on without your mouth opening. So, yeah. So, put my mascara on. And then I'm going to reach for my bronzer, which is NARS Laguna bronzer. And I'm almost out of this bronzer. It's amazing. So this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to put this on the lower cheekbones. Look like a fish. And up to the top. And just down a little bit. Bring it down. And then for blush, I am using MAC's Peaches, but I don't have my blush palette yet because they run out in store and I'm waiting for it to come, and so I just have it in the pan at the moment, which is not good, but this is what it looks like. It's a nice peachy apricot tone and it is so nice. For lipstick, I just use MAC's Angel. Because I think my lips naturally are too dark and this just lightens them up a little bit. And I put my MAC lip gloss in see-through over this. I use this all the time. I don't know how many times I've repurchased this lip gloss, and I am going to get some more different kinds because I really need to experiment more. And that's that. This is the finished look and I hope you like it, and I hope if you have acne or any scarring, hyperpigmentation, then this video can help you to get some flawless skin and feel better about yourself because you are beautiful. Remember that. So, yep.